Hello everyone, welcome to my studio here at home. I'm James. Today's practice is more for the intermediate level practitioner. Nothing fancy, but it'll be an active practice. If you have any injuries, you always want to make sure that you are aware of those injuries, you modify the practice as you need to, and you rest when you need to. If for some medical issues or reasons that you're aware of, let's say you have high blood pressure or vertigo, there's certain positions that you want to refrain from, or you want to consult your family physician, medical doctor, before you take on a physical yoga practice. So again, just to make sure that you're aware, I'm not responsible for any injuries that may occur. This is again completely at your discretion. You're watching this at your discretion. And I just hope that you're mindful with your practice and you're in a safe environment and you have a safe practice. Let's go ahead and get started. Come to a standing position on the center of your mat. Let's go ahead and face each other. I'll be your mirror. We'll go ahead and stand the feet nice and wide apart. We'll draw the belly button in and up and bring the tailbone underneath us here. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Extend the hands out. Soften the shoulders down, but keep the arms energized. Your feet, you want them turned out, so the knees follow the big toe line on each side. So belly button in, and your posture is upright, energetically reaching out here. Okay? Extend through the legs and just lightly bend the knees a little bit, move left and right. Inhale as you come overhead, sit a little bit lower. Exhale as you come up, hands, arms in front. Inhale as you come back, and exhale as you come up. This time, inhale, sweep arms overhead. Exhale, lower down. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you lower down. So gentle with the knees here. Now rock a little bit left and right. And depending on sort of the flexibility of your inner thighs, you could be a little bit wider with the stance or a little bit shorter in terms of the distance between your feet. Okay? Belly button in and tuck tailbone underneath. Now sink a little bit lower here. Shoulders lift up, back and down. Chest lifted, belly in, and hands in front of you. Pulse here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale back. Exhale down. Inhale high. Exhale, arms again, float. Good. Now your left arm, inhale, reach it up. Exhale over to your right as you draw the belly in and sit a little bit lower. Breathing through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Come back up as you inhale, other arm. Exhale, lower down, your left hand on your thigh, your right hand reaching up and over. Belly button in, soften through the shoulders here. Tuck tailbone underneath, maybe even lift the toes, fan them open. Sink a little bit lower. Inhale as you come back. Exhale, turn the feet inward as you forward fold. Move a little bit right and left. Torso parallel, hovering above the floor, shoulders away from ears. Turn the feet inward just a bit more. Keep a micro bend in the knees and softly come into a forward fold. Releasing through the neck, the lower back a bit. Hands to the floor or on the blocks. Good. Slowly as you come back. Lower your knees and shins to the mat, and let's go ahead and come to a neutral tabletop position. All right. Now we're going to go ahead. Bring the left hand in the center, press floor away, draw the belly button in, inhale and sweep the right arm up nice and high. Now keep reaching here, broaden through the upper back and shoulders, lengthen through the neck here, so shoulders away from ears. Chin slightly towards the chest, and maybe you're turning to look up towards the ceiling, pressing actively to the palm of that left hand. Inhale here. Exhale, thread the arm through to the left and come down on the right side and rest your head on the mat. Resting on the back of your right shoulder. Okay? Now the left hand can rest here close to you. Chin slightly tuck it in, relax through the neck. Those that want a bit more, extend your left heel back. Belly button in and lift up that heel hip height. Core stays active. If you want a bit more, resting your left arm behind your back, and the fingers of the left hand might find the inner crease of the right thigh. And circle about the left foot about the left ankle joint here, internally rotating to square up the hips with the floor, and belly button pull it in. Inhale, left arm. Exhale, left arm reaches forward now. So that left hand is reaching forward and kind of walking over to the right, and the heel is extending away as you draw the belly in here. Ujjayi breath through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Hand comes back, knee comes back, and slowly help yourself up and place the left hand back in the center again. Raise the right arm and circle through the shoulder joint here, nice and slow a few times. Back to neutral tabletop position. Inhale, arch back, come into cow, Vittalasana. Exhale, round back into cat. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Now organically move and sway any way, shape, or form that feels good for you. Breath guiding that motion. Right hand in the center, close to the left. Press floor away, belly button in. Inhale, sweep left arm up towards the ceiling. Reach and find length. Initially you look down. Shoulders away from ears, nice and broad, firmly pressing into the palm of the right hand. And then gradually, as you maybe bring the chin in towards the chest and rolling to turn to look up towards the ceiling. Any sensitivity in the neck, and just look right back down again. Press into the palm of the right hand, breathe here. Exhale the left arm through to the right. Shoulder on the left side coming down. Left side of the head and face coming down. Chin slightly tilted in. And if you want a bit more, extend the right heel back here. Maybe have the right hand beside you. Core stays active. Engaging, extending and lifting. Square up the hips as you suck in the belly. If you want a bit more, as you balance on the left side, right arm behind your back. And again, maybe the fingers of the right hand find the inner crease of the left thigh. Circle the right foot about the ankle joint here. Now if you want a bit more, Also, that right hand could be reaching forward, extending away from the back heel. Square up the hips, actively sucking the belly. One more breath. Exhaling, hand comes back and the right knee comes back. Help yourself up here. Bring the left arm, shoulder out. Good, circle around. Back to neutral tabletop and a few more cows and cats or Vidalasana. Knees, sit them a little bit wider and sit back for a child's pose Balasana. Rest the forehead, keep the elbows off the floor this time, and active extended child's pose Uttita Balasana. And maybe the top of the forehead comes down. Tune into the length, the lift across the rib cage on each side, belly button draw it in. Actively fingertips try to reach further forward to elongate through the spine. Lengthen breath through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Slowly press into the hands and come to a neutral tabletop. Curl toes under. Inhale here. Exhale. Knees off the floor just a couple of inches. Now, sometimes if my wrists are a bit sensitive, I'll make a couple of fists and on each side I'll come onto the knuckles. As long as I keep the wrist in line straight with the forearms, the wrists are safe here. Okay? But if that's a bit much, you want to be on the hands, that's okay too, right? When the floor, like here where I am, is a little bit softer, it's actually a little bit harder on my wrist. So sometimes I'll come to the knuckles like this here. Belly button, draw it in. I'll focus on scapular elevation, pressing floor away. So I'm sending the heart, the chest space up towards the ceiling as I draw in the belly. Then I'll hover the knees just a bit off the floor here. Inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog, pedal it out, bicycle it out here. As you walk your dog, alternate the placing of the heels down to the mat. And sway the hips a little bit left and right, and stretch that side sort of asymmetrically to really sit into it. Keep pressing floor away to deepen that stretch. Like you're sending your head towards your thighs, right? Pressing into the floor actively. Good. Now slowly walk or step forward. Sometimes you might come onto the fingertips, and then that might help you step forward a bit here. Lift, lengthen halfway as you inhale. And exhale as you forward fold. Relax for ragdoll, sway, pendulum, side to side. Nod the head yes a few times, and shake the head no. Nice and slow as you roll up one vertebrae at a time. And shrug the shoulders up, back, and down. Good. Stand nice and tall. Heel toe the feet maybe a little bit closer together. And then as you close the eyes, start to notice yourself balancing with the eyes closed, gradually taking that little subtle motion, the vibration out as much as possible here. Completely tune into the breath here. Eyes closed, lengthen, inhale and exhale through the nose. Slowly blink the eyes open. Make a couple of fists and circle the wrists around here. And flex through the forearms actively. Open, close hands here several times. Gently shake your head no. And nod your head yes. Keep a soft bend in the knees. Support your lower back. Gentle upper back bend. Inhale and lift first. Exhale, belly in. Send the pelvis forward. Slowly as you release. Coming back. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute. Look up, reach up, palms touch. Exhale, forward fold. Lift, lengthen, halfway, inhale. Step back, high plank. Now as you adjust your hands, and your fingers are nice and wide open here, the eyes of your elbows rotate a bit to face forward. Micro bend the elbows if you need to, and belly button draw it in. Using your tippy toes, the balls of the feet, press forward as you hover, and slowly draw yourself back. Keep pressing floor away, hovering, and back. Core stays active, and the push into the floor is also active. High plank inhale. Half chaturanga as you exhale. The knees can stay down also for the first one if you want, like this. Back up as you press. And downward facing dog. Adjust hands, adjust feet, and press floor away. Grounding heels down as best as you can. Hands pushing into the mat. Extension through the arms, extension through the backs of the legs. Nodding head yes and shaking head no. Ujjayi breath through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Knees bend, inhale. Exhale, step or walk forward. Halfway lift with a flat back as you inhale. The hands can come to the shins too. Utilize the full exhale to fold. Inhale, come to chair. Exhale, stand, Samasthiti. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Lift halfway, inhale. Right foot step it back. Right knee, shin, and the top of the right foot comes down. Left foot between your hands. Low lunge, inhale. Sink low, exhale, look up, reach up, palms maybe touch, belly button, draw it in. Inhale as you come back. Exhale, hands to the mat. Left foot steps back, right foot steps forward. Left knee shin down, right foot between your hands. Inhale, come up. Exhale, sink a little bit lower, belly button in. Draw the kind of hands together, palms of the hands, sucking the belly actively. Sink a little bit low with the pelvis. Inhale, coming back. Exhale, hands to the mat. Curl back toes to lift up the knee. Step the right foot back as you inhale. And chaturanga as you exhale. Now, upward facing dog. It could be lazy if the knees and the shins are down. It's active if you're pressing into the tops of the feet, belly button in, shoulders roll back and down, your chest is engaged, your arms are engaged. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Bicycle once or twice. Good. Now, we keep the right heel down. And as we press hands into the floor, into the mat, we'll send head towards the knees. We'll send the hips over to the right and our feet turn towards the left. Coming into the IT, iliotibial band stretch on the right side. To center, we'll inhale, come to tippy toes, and we'll bend knees. So belly is now touching thighs. Back up, we inhale, we extend. Left heel comes down. We keep a soft bend in the right knee. We sway hips to the left and our feet turn towards the right. We keep pressing floor away here to stretch the IT on the left side. Back up to center. Exhale, lower the knees down. Sit back onto your heels. Make a couple of fists and stretch out the hand, or stretch out the hands and the wrists. Shrug the shoulders. Shake head no. Nod head yes. Good. To neutral table. Downward facing dog. Right foot inhale it high and open to the right for Shavasana. Belly button, draw it in. Some might come to the forearm here, some might stay on the hand. Look under the right armpit towards the ceiling. Press evenly into the hands if you're on the hands, and look under the right armpit as you turn the right hip to stack it up above the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale the right foot all the way through. Again, lower the left knee shin, top of the left foot. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, reach the right hand up and the left hand beside you. Now belly button, draw it in. Square up your chest, pelvis facing forward. Up and to your left as you reach and lean, suck in the belly. You might sink a little bit lower. Maybe your left hand reaches the floor. Core stays active here. And we're drawing that left chest shoulder forward. Inhale, we come back to center and up, with the left hand going up and over to the right. And you might be here also. Sinking a little bit lower, belly button in, shoulders, chest in line. Maintain the lift in the trunk. Inhale, coming back. Exhale, hands coming down. Right foot, inhale it high. Chaturanga as you exhale. Upward facing dog or cobra. And downward facing dog as you exhale. Now bend and extend the knees a few times. Warm up the knees. Left foot, inhale it high. And open to the left for Shavasana. Stack up the left hip above the right. If you came down to the forearm on that side, you might come to the right forearm on this side like this, or you might be on the hands, pressing evenly to the hands, looking under the left armpit towards the ceiling. Belly button glue, draw it in and glue the right heel down. Back to center as you inhale. Exhale the left foot all the way through. Lower the right knee shin, top of the foot down, low lunge, come up, inhaling. Exhaling. Now your right hand sweeps down, you're reaching up and over to your right with your left hand. Belly button, draw it in, and draw that right shoulder forward. Maybe sink a little bit lower as you balance. Soften through the neck and shoulders. Inhale, coming back. Exhale, right side up and over to your left as it reaches. Maintain the lift in the trunk. Belly button, draw it in. Soften through the shoulders. Inhale, coming back. Exhale, hands to the mat. Left foot, pick it up, send it back up high. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. And downward facing dog as you exhale. Few bicycles. And settle the heels here, 5 cycles of breath. Tune into the extension across the backs of the legs. Relax the space between your ears and your shoulders. Energetically pressing floor away. Extended arms, nod the head, yes, shake the head, no. Knees bend, inhale. And exhale, walk or step forward. Sometimes I'll heel walk forward. Try to keep those heels glued down as I walk forward. One on each side. Lift, lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold. Come to chair, inhale. Exhale as you stand. Again, Samastitihi. Hands rest beside you. Little bend in the knees. Draw the belly in. Support the lower back. And give yourself another gentle back bend here. Inhale, lift through the trunk, heart space first. Exhaling, engaging the glutes a little bit. Belly button, draw it in as you send the hips and pelvis forward. Coming back with inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, high plank phalakasana. Now we'll come to a side plank variation here. Left knee shin down. Align it with the left hand underneath the left shoulder. Again, gentle with the wrist here if you do come to the knuckle. Okay? And as you turn to your right to align the right heel and foot with the left side, you can gradually come and hover the leg off the floor. Actively pressing into the left shin and into the palm of the left hand. Extension through the heel and dorsiflexing right foot toes towards you. Option to bend the right knee and right hand reaches for the top of the foot or the shin as you actively press. Now slowly as you release, you'll come back to center nice and slow and lower the right knee shin and the top of the right foot shin down. Extension of the left side and turn to the left, balancing on the right side and belly button draw it in. Palm of the right hand pressing into the floor, hand underneath the shoulder as we balance on the right side. Core stays active, maybe chin to chest as you turn to look up towards the ceiling. Option to bend left knee, top of the foot shin as you grab. Actively press with the foot into the hand, opening through the chest, stretching across the chest here, shoulders away from ears. Slowly as you release, back to table and then to high plank as we inhale. Halfway down as we exhale. Back up as we inhale. Halfway exhale. Back up, inhale. Halfway exhale, second belly. Back up, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Bicycle a few rounds as you release a bit through the hips and lower back. Right foot inhale it high and step it through. Back foot heel comes down just like a warrior one stance. We rise, we draw the right hip back, left pelvis forward. We try to square up the belly and chest facing forward. Now we'll start to bend through the knee as long as that back left foot heel stays glued down. So turning to your right a bit here. Now, interlace hands behind back, maybe palms come together. Lifting, expanding through the heart center here with inhale. And humble warrior as we exhale. Beginner level, you might rest the belly, chest on the thighs. A bit more advanced, wiggle your right foot slightly to the right and bring the shoulder and chest on the inside of the thigh and try to get a little bit wider with your stance. Still belly in, right hip draws back, left pelvis forward and down as the hands come overhead. Now, slowly as you release your hands to the floor or the blocks, your hands help to support you here. The stance is wide. You draw the right hip back and you start to extend through the right leg. So you come right to the pyramid forward fold to release with this sort of pratikriyasana or a neutralizing pose to the warrior. Now slowly, as you bend through the right knee again and check for heel, heel, or heel arch line. With your inhale, warrior two. Exhale, begin to settle into the warrior. Shoulders away, belly button draw it in. Feel and find that center, stance nice and wide. Guiding knee over to the pinky toe side, back foot heel glue it down. Drishti or your gaze past your front hand. Sukha or ease and comfort through the neck and shoulders. Inhale, extend, take the bend out of the leg. Exhale, Viparita Trikonasana or reverse triangle. Right hand goes up and you reach overhead. Belly button, draw it in, cat out of the lower back. You're pressing through the right foot, through the middle toe, big toe, getting that extension up and overhead to maintain the lift in the trunk. Option for the wrap with the arm. Inhale here. Exhale, side angle pose, Parshvakonasana. So wide stance, we're finding a bend in the right knee again. Forearm to the thigh, left hand reaching up and over, turning chest torso open to the left, and then reaching left hand up and overhead. Belly button draw it in. Energetically pressing that back foot heel down, right? Reaching actively overhead. If you want a bit more, right hand on the inside towards the floor or the block. But don't let the left shoulder collapse. Maintain the opening to the left here. Inhale here. Now exhale and your left hand comes down. Your right hand comes across. You pivot so the back heel is up and you heel to adjust your right foot heel to the right. Some might bring the left knee down to the floor before they take the counter twist. Some will keep it up here, left hand to the floor or to the block. Inhale, sweep right arm up. Exhale as you maintain that twist and that reach. Belly button in, inner thigh close to belly as you squeeze the thighs towards the midline. Option for wrap with the arm, right arm behind back. Now inhale here as you come back with the arm. Exhale, your right hand comes down. Now you send the right foot nice and high as you send it up high here. Shake it out, circle it around. An option to flip the dog as you come into Wild Thing or side plank modification. Breathe into it, circle with the right arm, left hand actively pressing. Exhale, arm, hand coming back. Simultaneously, that right leg floats up as you inhale. And Chaturanga as you exhale. Cobra hover, inhale, hold. Hands hover off the floor. Tops of the feet pressed down. Toes pointed, kneecaps and thighs are lifted off your mat. Neck long, shoulders away from ears. Hands come back, curl toes, up to plank as we inhale. And downward facing dog as we exhale. Pedal it out. Bicycle here a few times. Settle the heels down. Left foot, inhale it high. Exhale it all the way through. Now, back foot heel comes down. Looks just like a warrior one, right? Your back heel is glued down. Inhale as you rise. And exhale, you begin to settle into it. Your left hip draw it back. Right pelvis forward. Cat out of the lower back. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Shake out the wrists if you need to. Interlace hands behind back. Loose, interlace or firm, palms are together. Inhaling. Humble warrior, exhaling. Initially, belly, chest on tops of the thighs, and then maybe on the inside here as you hover low. Left hip draw it back and up, right pelvis forward and down. Hands working overhead. Second belly, long neck. Slowly, as you release the hands to the floor. Now, when you do, if you make a little adjustment with the back foot, that's okay. But hands to the floor or to the block, Left hip, draw it back. Right pelvis forward as you find extension across the back of the left leg. Forward folding, relaxing your pyramid. Hands to the floor or to the block. Draw the belly in actively. Uddiyana Bandha engaged. Gently. As you take the bend in the knee again, back foot heel, spin it down. Check for heel, heel, or heel arch line. With inhale, cartwheeling hands, arms coming to warrior two. Exhale, begin to settle into it. Energetic back foot heel extending to the floor, to the mat. Inner thigh open towards pinky toe side. Maintain the lift in the trunk. Belly button in. Sink the hips a little bit lower. Gaze past your left hand. Sukha ease and comfort. Reach and length. Ujjayi breath. Reverse your Trikonasana. Triangle. Take the bend out of the left side. Extension, lift, and reach over to your right. Left hand is doing the reaching, right? Ease and comfort through the neck. Belly button in. Cat out of the lower back. Option for the wrap or the right hand resting on the right leg. Pressing through the middle toe, big toe of the left foot. Maybe gaze up towards the ceiling. Inhaling there. Exhale, side angle pose, Parshvakonasana. Bend in the left knee again. Sink the hips low, nice wide stance. Energetically pressing the back foot, right heel down. And energetically reaching the left hand overhead. There's your side angle. Option for left hand on the inside. Hand to the floor or to the block. Maintain the lift in the trunk and opening towards the right. Don't let the right shoulder collapse. Right hand circles down. You pivot and you spin, so the back heel is up now. Heel to adjust the left foot slightly to the left. You could bring the right knee shin down here on this side if you need to. If you're okay with the extension, you want that more energetic sort of stance, then the back knee is up. Inner thigh to belly. With inhale, open to the left. And reach. Broad through the upper back and shoulders. Belly button in. Option for the wrap. Inhale as you come back. Exhale, hand comes back. Now, left foot, you pick it up and send it up high. Shake out the leg. Option to flip the dog or come into a side plank modification on this side. Balancing on the ball of the left foot. Hips lifting, right foot heel extended, palm of the right hand actively pressing. Maintain the lift here. Inhaling. Exhaling as you come back. Your left leg goes up high. Optional flow. Transitioning with inhale. And downward facing dog as you exhale. Pedal it out, bicycle it out here. And bend and extend a few times again through the knees. Right foot inhales high. Exhale, right knee to right elbow, armpit or tricep. Hover, hold, suck in belly. Send it back, inhale. To nose or forehead. Hover, hold, press floor away, draw the belly in. Inhale it back. To left elbow with a twist. Hover, hold here, press floor away, inhale it back. And step it through. Now, back foot heel might come in just a bit. Brace through the core. Nice and slow as you come to your high lunge stance. So now your back heel is off the floor. Lift through the trunk space, belly button, draw it in again. Shrug the shoulders up, back, and down a few times. Make a couple of fists and circle out through the wrists. Anjaneyasana, high crescent. Inhaling. And exhale, you might energize the back leg. Extend it, draw the belly in, and sink a little bit lower. Reach up and look up maybe. Kind of cat out of the lower back. Hands come to heart center. Extension as we find a little bit of lift. We continue to balance on the ball of the left foot. As we start to shift the weight into the right side, we come to hover and take the left leg foot off the floor. Block on the right side in case you need it. Reach for the left foot from the outside. Grab the top of the foot or the heel. And right hand to the floor or block with you as you come into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon on the right side. Foot shin actively pressing into the hand. Maintain the lift in the trunk, belly button, draw it in. And maybe right hand to the shin or hovers off the floor. Now, extend it away and continue to balance here. Left hand comes down. Bend both knees. Your left knee comes behind your right for a Shiva squat, sort of a rest position here. So we're going to inhale here and exhale, we extend. Inhale, we bend. Exhale, we extend. One more time. Exhale, we extend. Forward through the crown of the head, back through that heel. Square up the hips, suck in the belly, left hand down. For revolved half moon, block on the left side also in case you need it. Also option here to bend the left knee, right hand reaching for the top of the left foot as you press into a reverse dancer's pose. Gently as you release. Now, left foot you step it back. Right foot heel, you wiggle it to the right and you bring the right knee thigh down towards the right side. For pigeon, Kapotasana. If this is a bit much, you can come down to your back and modify this with figure 4 instead. I'm trying to draw the left pelvis forward and down as I turn to the right a bit here. And then slowly I'll come to resting pigeon as I wiggle the top of the left foot away from me. Soften through the neck and shoulders. The right knee should be outside of the line of the right hip, right? Further to the right. Good. Now slowly, as you come back to center, you're going to go ahead, curl back toes, So you could pick up that right leg and shake it out and circle it around. You'll bring the right leg back forward, have the foot outside to lower down the left knee and shin for a lizard or dragon stretch. Some are on the hands with the left knee shin down. Some are on the forearms with the knee down. And some are on the forearms with the knee off the floor. Draw belly in, shoulders away from ears, nice long relaxed neck. Lower the left knee, shin, top of the left foot down. Hands walk back. Your right foot wiggles back to center, so hands are on each side now. As you now release and stretch it out with Ardha Hanuman or a half split stretch. Slowly as you come back, curl toes, press, lift up the back foot heel, shake out the right leg, foot, and lower the foot down. Bicycle a few times, and hover to plank position. High plank inhale, halfway down. Back up inhale. Halfway down. Back up, inhale. Halfway down. Press back up, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left foot, inhale it high. Exhale, left foot all the way through. Slowly as you rise with your high lunge. Gradually start to set up Anjani Asana on this side. Initially a little bend in the right knee, left hip draw it back, suck in belly here, align the shoulders and chest facing forward, shrug the shoulders here. Now inhaling and exhaling, extension through the back heel, sink a little bit lower, cat out of the lower back, draw the belly in. Hands come to heart center. Press to come up. Don't bring the back foot heel down. You're on the ball of the foot. And belly button, draw it in. Shift the weight into the left foot and hover the back foot heel off the floor. As you balance there, blocks are in front of you maybe, especially on that left side. You're turning to your right to open and you're reaching for the top of the right foot shin from the outside as you come to a modified Ardha Chandrasana, standing or half moon on the left side. Extension, lift and lengthen the torso with the inhale and actively pressing foot into the hand, especially with the exhales. Maybe left hand off the floor or the block, hand to the shin. Slowly as you release, continue to balance on the left side. Extend the heel away, right hand still reaching up, traditional half moon. Right hand floating down. As you turn your hips to face the floor now, you're bending the knees and right knee floats behind left ear. Suck in the belly, kind of round through the mid back and upper back. Inhale here. Exhale, extension. Inhale, bending. Exhale, extending. Inhale, bending. Exhale, extending, hold, right hand down, Revolve half moon for Parivrita Trikonasana or Ardha Chandrasana. Left hand up, right hand down. Reach up here. Extension through the heel, suck in the belly. Option to bend the right knee. Left hand reaching for the top of the right foot as you press for reversed answers. Pose. Slowly as you release, right foot goes back to land, left foot wiggles to the right edge of the mat, and the left knee, shin, thigh comes down as we come to pigeon. You can modify on this side also with a figure 4 on your back. I'm trying to wiggle to center and draw my right pelvis forward and down as I wiggle the top of my right foot heel away, gradually sinking my hips low and lowering down to resting pigeon with a little bit of turn to the left. Belly button draw it in. Slowly as we circle back to center, curling back toes, pressing floor away so we could pick up the left, send it back and shake out the leg. Inhale there, exhale, bring it right back, but this time place the foot on the outside of the hands here, right, for your lizard stretch. So beginner level, you might be here, or blocks underneath your hands to the floor, you might be to the forearms, or you might also be to the forearms and extending right heel away, lifting right knee off the floor. Long neck, sucking belly. The crown of the head is extending forward, away from that back foot heel. So your right thigh is energetic, and the belly button, Uddiyana Bandha, you pull it in. Lower the right knee down, come back onto your hands, wiggle your right foot, left foot back to center as you come into your half split stretch. I'm going to draw the right pelvis forward and down, left hip back as I gradually come to that forward fold with option, of course, to dorsiflex left toes, foot towards us here as we come into the fold. Soften through the neck and shoulders, but keep that belly active as you pull it in. Good. Now slowly as you release and you begin to come back, instead of picking the left foot up and sending it back, pick up the back knee and circle to your right to come into a separate leg standing position. And you'll move a little bit left and right here, or you'll take those Skasandasanas or ninjas left and right. Okay, I'm going to just go ahead and circle around so my back isn't to you. You maintain that same position. And as we come to now center here for our separate leg standing stretch, we want to make sure we release even a bit more through the hips and the glutes here. Come into a forward fold with option to reach for the heels from the outside. Firm grip, shift the weight into the balls of the feet slightly, keep a little micro bend in the knee, and actively begin to pull, or hands to the floor. Slowly as you release, begin to come back, wiggle the feet a little closer together, and come up nice and slow. And again, move a little bit here, left and right. The knees are okay. A little deeper flexion with the ninjas. One more on each side. And with the hands to the floor, circle to come facing forward again as you come to the forward position on top of your mat. High plank position here, we inhale, and chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing dog or cobra, and downward facing dog. As you exhale, pedal it out, bicycle it out, and then feel free to come to a child's pose again, balasana. And this time your arms can rest besides the legs on the outside, palms facing up and forehead resting. Wiggle the shoulders away from ears here. Take a nice slow breath. And sigh it out. Good. Slowly, as you start to come out of your child's pose, and go ahead and have a seat and send the feet forward here. Sit up nice and tall. Shake out the legs a little bit here. Shrug the shoulders. And circle through the hands and the wrists if you need to. Give the hands a little bit of a stretch. Shrug the shoulders up, back, and down. Let's go ahead and cross the right over left here. And some might bend the left knee to sit up for the seated twist, and some might keep the foot legs straight. Hug the knee in. You're sitting up and twisting to your right for Ardha Matsyendrasana. The inhales, you're lifting through the heart center, lifting through the trunk, long through the crown of the head upwards. And with the exhale, little micro twists here as you maybe hug the knee in, or maybe the arm is across, or you're maybe going for the bind. And limp arm it through here and come around for the bind here. But do find comfort in the pose, right? If you tend to strain into it, then you're not quite ready for it yet. Focus more on the comfort, the lift, and gradually work through the twist to get the benefits from this particular asana. Massaging the internal organs. Of course, gentle with the lower back. If there's any lower back issues, you don't want to go too deep into the twists here. Just come to a comfortable position, maintain the lift, and work on drawing in the belly and keeping it there as you breathe. Slowly as you come back up to center, uncross, shake out the legs. Right under and left over. Sit even on the sit bones and sit up tall. Same modification on this side. Inhaling, exhaling. So your right leg might be straight. Check with the sit bones to make sure the sit bones are grounded evenly and the inhales are lifting through the trunk again. And the exhales are those little micro twists. Slowly as you release, come back, shake out the legs a little bit again, sit up nice and tall. Come on down to the back and hug the knees into the chest. Circle the knees around a little bit here, left and right. And as you massage the lower back and the areas outside of the kidneys, back and forth also a little bit here just to see how the lower back feels. Now, hook the big toes here, peace fingers hook the big toes, palms face each other for yogi toe lock. Begin to rock a bit back and forth, and as you build a little momentum, you might come up and hover the feet off the floor. Extend the heels away as you draw the belly in here. Sit up nice and tall. Firm grip, soften through the elbows and shoulders. Now, you might bend the knees and still hold on to the feet, roll on to your back, and extend the feet back and away here. So you go right into something like a plow pose halasana. Relax through the shoulders and the neck. Don't look around here. Draw the belly in as you extend the feet away here. Lifting the thighs off the belly. Slowly, as you release, roll back down nice and slow. Plant the feet down for a bridge pose. Active glutes and send up the hips here and belly button in. And you can have the option here, of course, to interlace hands and wiggle the shoulders further underneath you and away. Long neck as you press feet actively into the floor. Glutes are active, hips nice and high. Belly button draw it in, long stretch through the back of the neck. Slowly, as you release, cross right over left and figure four stretch. Bring that left side in, or you can hold from the outside, rest the head, and with the palm of the right hand, gently start to press the inner thigh away as you bring the left knee in. As you release the figure four to the floor, keep that shape and let the knees come down to the left side. You can keep the figure four if you want here for a deeper twist. Your left hand reaching for the top of the outside right thigh knee as you gently press it away and roll it and press it towards the floor. If that's a bit much, passive twist here is okay too. Extension through the top foot heel. Slowly as you release, come back to center. Figure four, left over right. And again, active or passive figure four. That's really up to you as you bring the right side in and the inner left thigh, you can press it away. Keep that left foot sort of dorsiflexed here. Keep it engaged as you press the inner thigh away. Slowly as you release. Now as your foot comes down, the figure four goes to the right, so the left foot touches down, or if you're releasing for a passive variation, just both knees bent over to your right side. You can wiggle the hips a little bit to the left here, broad and grounded and relaxed through the upper back and shoulders, maybe gaze over to the left, palm of the left hand facing up. gently as you release, coming back to center, wiggle back to center here, and bring the soles of the feet together. They don't need to be too close to your pelvis, and allow the knees to relax and butterfly open. Across the upper back and shoulders, wiggle around a little bit here and let them settle. Begin to calm your breath down. And you might swallow once or twice to relax a bit through the throat. When you're ready, you can relax the feet and the legs all the way and soften the legs down towards the floor here. If there's anything else you'd like to do before you settle into Shavasana, feel free to do so, and then gradually get more comfortable. Music will continue to play for you here. To stay here as long as you need to, and relax there. Continue to calmly breathe. Allow your body to stay heavy. But if you're gradually coming out of Shavasana, maybe you start to wiggle the fingers and the toes just a bit lightly, and gently as you shake the head a little bit here, left and right, and lengthening your breath. You slowly start to blink the eyes open, circle the hands around, and maybe open, close, make a fist in each hand. Same with the feet and the ankles, curl toes, toes close, fan toes open, point and flex. And bring the feet, legs together, take a nice long pencil stretch here. Exhale the knees back into chest. Roll into a ball shape. Hug the knees in. Hands reach for opposite elbows. Up and asana. Relax the head back down and press the lower back into the floor. Good. Come to your favorite side when you're ready, nice and slow. Keep the knees bent, maybe let the arm cradle the head. Close the eyes, take a nice, comfortable, calm breath here. And as you blink the eyes open, opposite arm hand gradually helping you to come back up to a seated position. And today I'm going to just go ahead and sit this way, but you're welcome to sit, of course, any way you like. Relax the hands maybe on the thighs if you're sitting Japanese style, or any other way that you like here. Shrug the shoulders up, back, and down a few times. As you draw the belly in and sit up nice and tall, soften the shoulders away from ears here. As you gently release with the head and neck, gently shaking the head and nose several times. And as you nod the head yes a few times, keep the chin in. Now kind of round through the upper back and send the hands forward. As your chin comes back up, sit up nice and tall. Let's seal our practice together. Inhale, sweep arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. As they rest over the heart space. And gratitude for your time sharing my virtual space. I hope you had a wonderful practice. I hope you feel much better. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Until next time, namaste.